It hasn't really changed our day-to-day life. But maybe it affects what kind of food you can buy and how much you have to pay for it a little bit, but not, it's not nothing dramatic that's changed because of biotechnology. It's not like.
So you have just experienced my very boring academic science class that I am forced to take to graduate. It's called Future of Science and Technology, and he rambles on about physics and boring science things that make no sense to us because we're art students. Also, he sounds like a Muppet, somewhere between Kermit and Fozzie. The dice wizard has chosen me 2 times! Who do I live with, Katie? Well, I live with my parents, but I'm never home, and I come home when they're asleep, and I leave when they're sleeping. So I technically really don't have that much interaction with my parents. But I will introduce you to the many stuffed animals that are lying around in my room. I have way too many stuffed animals. Here's Mr. Kitty, Keroppi, cute little demon thing from The Nightmare Before Christmas. Poor Kitty. Pikachu. Bubbles. That's Maru. Another kitty. Jigglypuff. My favorite vacation was actually December 2010 when I left for the first time from home to go see my best friend in St. Louis. And I went a few days after my break started at school, and I spent Christmas there, and it was my first time leaving the state by myself, so it was really exciting. So I got to visit St. Louis, and then we both road tripped up to Chicago and stayed there for a few days for Christmas, and we got to see the city and all that fun stuff, and I got to run around in snow, art museums, and go up tall buildings that are really high and creepy. Midwestern people are really blunt about things. Pizza's really amazing, and that it's really, really cold. So all in all, it was like the greatest trip I've ever done, and I want to go back so bad and just do it all over again. So that concludes my little tour of my favorite trip ever. In other news, I actually finished an art piece, and I can show you today. It was another paper piece for my experimental fashion class, where I combined Dior's New Look and Japanese textiles and created some kind of Frankenstein of it. So here we go. Ooh. I don't know if you can see it from the glare, but no, you can't. Let's do this. Okay. Here we go. Speaking of fashion, whomever I roll this week has to tell me who their favorite designer is. And if you're not fashionable and you don't have a favorite designer, what brand of clothing do you prefer to buy when you go shopping? So here we go. Jennykins, it is you. Okie dokie, guys. See you next week.